The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. There to make the tackle, Jonathan Abram. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Play action. Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some space here. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. To the right side, this is Taylor.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2nd down and goal. Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
3rd and goal from the 6. They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And this one is right through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Seahawks with a 1st and 10. Lock gets ready to go
at their own 17-yard line. Now movement already. So a flag down here on our very first play. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try for the 1st with Walker.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, bye-bye.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's got some space here. And finally, he's taken down at the 18.
132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Darrell Taylor in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Here comes the end around as Ryan will just leave this for his wideout.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
11.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Ryan.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Ryan.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Now this is fielded in the end zone.
And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bloc.
No escape for Bloc, and he'll go down. A lot of ground to cover here for Bloc and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Rodgers on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. There he goes, left side. 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor as the first half is winding down. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On play action, Bloc. He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
And here's Rodgers on the return. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hey, express!
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
214 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Taylor.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ready, Blue 80!
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Play action. It's Ryan.
Caught by Woods.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
3rd and goal, option right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Bloc. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
77 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Walker with another carry.
About 3 yards there to the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Bloc. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They go play action with Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this is caught at the 20.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, this has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long. But I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. First and 10, Taylor now.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try.
From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. To throw it is Lock.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw again on second down. Bloc.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give to Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ryan wants to throw it.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell, 40 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
It's a gain of 18. And that's good for a Seahawks.
Bloc now on first down. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Paris Campbell, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Colts extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Bloc.
And Bloc throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. So this one lines up in Indianapolis victory.